Now, 2016, a year to remember.
Yeah, this morning we begin a two-day countdown of the year's top 10 local stories. Here's CBS 4's David Sutta.
They are the local stories that shaped 2016. Corruption, tragedies, and surprises no one saw coming. At number 10, the city of Opa-locka descended into a financial mess. A 3-year FBI investigation into the city came to a head. City Commissioner Terrence Pinder choosing to drive his city-issued SUV into a tree rather than face a pending arrest. The city was taken down by a local businessman who was refused a permit for his property until he ponied up cash. The payments were made while the FBI recorded it all.
Everything was in video. Me, my boys, everything. Mr. Shepperton counting the money, Santiago counting the money. Everybody was laughing.
City Manager David Shiverton would end up pleading guilty.
I've already admitted to my faults, and this is the process that I have to go through. I accept them, and I want to be able to move forward.
The city is officially broke. The state has taken over. At number 9 is the algae blooms that turned the Treasure Coast into the Toxic Coast.
I would describe this smell as a cat, a dead cat, in a hefty bag at noon on black asphalt after a week.
The algae produced by massive releases of water from Lake Okeechobee. It choked area beaches and wildlife.
It's pathetic. It really is to sit there and see an animal just being poisoned to death, basically.
The state declared several counties in a state of emergency. Politicians visited regularly.
It's hard to put it into words how bad it is.
All that attention did not help. Tourists stayed away during a critical July 4th weekend.
Still dead. Our beaches are empty, our town is empty, so business is still really come to a standstill.
The state says they'll be better prepared next year. Number 8 on our list is a bizarre story out of Tequesta involving Austin Haroof.
Steroids really aren't for me.
The 19-year-old randomly walked into a home and began attacking the homeowners with a knife. John Stevens and Michelle Moscone put up a fight but lost their lives. When deputies arrived, they found a horrific scene.
When she got there, she realized that the offender was actually biting the victim in the face and causing what turned out to be some substantial trauma to his face from bite marks.
Haroof would be referred to as the Tequesta face eater. It was thought he was on drugs. Deputies had an incredible time arresting him as he made animal noises and showed incredible strength.
Not responding to a dog biting, not responding to repeated stuns from a taser, taking three, four deputies, an officer, and a dog to get him off. That's somebody with a lot more strength than you would normally encounter.
Today, it appears the young man wasn't on anything. His father believes it was an episode of mental illness. The number 7 story involves 2 children taken way too early.
It's just heartbreaking.
King Carter was killed by a stray bullet when going to buy candy.
King, at his age, had already touched so many people, and then the outpouring from the community, the hearts are touched. Thank God, because of the outpouring of the community, we've had suspects to turn themselves in, and we've been able to catch others.
Adults dressed as Ninja Turtles at his funeral. They were his favorite. In August, another child was shot and killed. Jada Page was just 8 years old.
Whoever thinks that it's all right to shoot an 8-year-old is a coward.
She was headed to the movies with her dad.
I went into the back of my SUV. A black car pulled on the side. A guy jumped out and opened fire. The only thing I can think of is my kids was outside of the door. I tried to get to them as quick as possible, but I didn't make it.
Oh, Jada, I love you.
The case is still unsolved. At number 6 is yet another tragedy, but one that offers hope. Principal Javier Perez was coaching his son's baseball game when an SUV came barreling through. 3 people were hit, including Perez.
The last thing I remember is helping a dear friend of mine that was there with me, pushing him out of the way, and that's all I remember.
Perez lost his legs, but not his will. He continues therapy weekly and hopes to go back to work in 2017, walking.
All my feelings is that I'm alive, so I'm pretty happy.
We will be watching. There are still 5 more stories on our list of the biggest local stories of 2016. Join us tomorrow night for the remaining 5. Which story will be number 1?